Hi everyone, welcome back to the Southend Guy Paranormal channel. Hi, it's me, Adam, as you all know and love. I hope so anyway. I love you lot, I'm just saying. So, what's been happening? What's occurring? I just come back off of what can be described as a mental full-on weekend. Which started off with driving over to Pluckley Friday night with Paige, the clairvoyant that joined the big collaboration with Paranormal Essex initially. If you watched their live stream some weeks ago, Paige is doing some bits and pieces with our group as well. And those of you that remember, if you watched that stream, Paige and myself felt there was a bit of unfinished business there because we was trying to help this little boy, the spirit of a little boy, find his mum. And so that's why we felt we had to go back, because we couldn't leave it in limbo. Anyway, so we did go back. I'm not going to go into any more details, as obviously I want you to watch it, but you won't be disappointed. I'm going to say, and there was a twist, so yeah, I'm going to leave that one on that note. So yeah, that was Friday. So it was just me, Paige, and a friend Laura. It was a hugely emotional event, I will have to say that. But as I say, I'm going to leave that until the episode comes up, so you know, you can watch and see for yourself. So yeah, that was Friday. Now I didn't come home Friday night, basically because Saturday I went to Canterbury, and I actually drove there after I'd finished the filming at Pluckley, and I haven't been in Canterbury for about 10 years. I did used to live down that neck of the woods, and God, did I lose my bearings. I found them again in the morning. All I could say is, well, I say cheapskate, it's not quite the right word, obviously, with, you know, as you know, with not having the other business going at the moment. Hopefully it will do, unless the government decides that the Indian variant is going to warrant them to put restrictions. I'm not going to go there. Reason being is for the reason I stayed overnight. Basically what I did, I kept in the car because I couldn't see the point in coming all the way back to Southend only to be back in Canterbury for, like, you know, sort of 11 o'clock in the morning. So that's what I did. All I can say is, if I ever do it again, I'm going to take a bloody mattress, because it wasn't very comfortable in here. Even being an estate, you know, relatively large one, it's a sub 95 estate. I'm sure my old Volvo 740 was more comfortable. I'm sure of it, either, unless it was because I was a bit young, I don't know. But yeah, that's what happened. After I finished Pluckley, I drove down towards Canterbury, parked up, kicked to the motor, and sort of regretted it the next morning. So yeah, and then we went to do filming of the Canterbury part of the worldwide protest, and they had a special guest in Dr. Mike Yeadon. There were various other speakers on the day, but obviously, you know, most people were there to see the doctor, and he was very on point. The feed was live on here, and the feed was fine up until the point Dr. Yeadon started talking. Then I was getting the internet unstable connection come up, and then funnily enough, when Dr. Yeadon stepped down, my internet was fine again. Make of that what you will. And but anyway, I had the foresight to save the video, so what I did, I just edited that section out. The videos are still a little bit patchy, but the sound's fine. So what I did, I took a few little clips with my GoPro as well, including a great little chat with Lee Hurst. I did get his name, I called him Lee Evans. I blame it on the lack of sleep and the general muckaboutery of Friday, Saturday. But yeah, I had a little walk about with Lee Hurst, fantastic guy. And yeah, so that was the Saturday daytime. And then Saturday night, I'm back in Pluckley with my team, but we went to the woods this time. All I can say is I don't think we're going back to the woods. We seem to have picked up whatever was coming through weren't nice, so we sort of made good our leave and went. We just sort of cut things relatively short because we could sort of feel that whatever energy there weren't nice. So that's what we did. Again, obviously you'll see the episode in its entirety. So Saturday, and then I literally spent yesterday just editing up the Canterbury stuff mainly because, as I said, with the glitching through Mike Keedan's speech, I was concentrating getting it up because I, having a bit of a chat with one of the organisers of that event, so I want to get it sorted out as soon as possible. And that's where we are for the weekend. So hopefully this week we're sort of back to normal. I am hoping that my new camera will be here. It's another Sony. It's actually slightly older than one I have got, but this one does have night shot, because I was under the impression the one I bought did, and it didn't, which is a bit of a disappointment. In all other respect, the camera's great, but it was just that side. So I've bought a second camcorder that does have night shot, so I'm looking forward to working with that. Also, my new tripod, obviously that turned up the previous week, and it was absolutely fantastic to use on Saturday, particularly to do the protest, because it actually, when you fully extend it, it's about 6 foot tall. So I was able to get over the heads of the people that were in front of me. There weren't a lot, but because it was so rainy, obviously people had their umbrellas up, me included, but they didn't want to get my equipment wet for half an hour. But that's fine, so that's all good. Once this camera's turned up, I'm not sure if there's anything else I'm going to purchase at the moment, because I think I need to get my finances back in order. So I did a little bit of fuel this weekend, and so I need to try and recoup some of that. So that's where we are now. I'm not quite sure where we're filming this weekend. I think we might be heading out to Chelmsford. Tracy's quite interested in a couple of places up there, so we're going to go and check those out if we can. As relation to episodes, now this Thursday is the third visit to Tilbury East Battery, and this one we got a very unexpected response, and it was very emotional. That's all I can say. It was satisfying in the end to have done what we did, but I can say it's probably the most, I'd say probably the most emotional, if it's not the most emotional one I've done, it's definitely up there. It really is. It was hard, but the outcome was worth it. So that's I'm going to leave that one, obviously, because I want you to watch it. I will apologise for the video quality. I was just running off of my old Nokia Lumia, my old 930, just to give that another run out. I think it was at that point I decided probably not to use it anymore. The video quality in itself, when I use the phone in itself, is fine, it's quite decent, but for the purposes of what I used it for, and on that recording, it showed up its limitations, let's just say. So that's where we are. Anyone that's new to the channel, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe down below, give us that old like. If you'd like to donate, I've got Patreon and PayPal. They're set up on my main, if you go to my main page, you will find it on there. So I'm going to lose my voice in a minute, and I'm just woken up. So I need to get work and have a coffee. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, everybody. Don't forget, Thursday, part 3, Tilbury East, Battery. Very emotional episode. See you then. Ta-da.